Okay, so we'll continue our discussion for the theory of probability. Now we have multiplicative rules. So recall from our conditional probability. So the conditional probability of B given A is denoted by the probability of B given A and defined by the equation that the probability of B given A is equal to the probability of A intersection B divides the probability of A. Now, if we have naman another statement, for example, we want to get the conditional probability of A given B. So it's equal to the probability of B intersection with A divides probability of B. Okay? If we apply the multiplicative rules and we want to get the probabilities of both A and B will happen or both B and A will happen, it's equal to the probability of A multiplied to the probability or conditional probability of B given A. Wow. Or from here, if we want to get the probability of B intersection with A or both A and B and A will happen, it's equal to the probability of B multiplied to the probability of A given B. Yeah. And also, recall from our set theory, if we have intersection of events, okay, say event A ito and event B, and we're getting the intersection of these two events, so we can determine its element on this area. So the intersection of A and B is just the same with the intersection of B and A. And then therefore, the probability of A intersection B is just the same with the probability of B intersection with A. So the same lang yan. And therefore, we can conclude that this equation is just equal to this one. Ayan. So the probability that both A and B occur is equal to the probability that A occurs multiplied the probability that B occurs given that A occurs. Or this one. Ayan. Ito. Nagkabaliktad lang to. We have here probability of A multiplied to B. Ayan. So dapat. Ayan. So in other words, it does not matter which event is referred to as A and B. For the multiplicative rules. Ayan. So we use this equation to get the probability that both A and B will occur given that we have a set na may intersection or not disjoint. Now, let's try to solve problems related to this situation na not disjoint ang events natin. So, first problem, suppose we have a fuse box containing 20 fuses, of which 5 are defective. If 2 fuses are selected at random and removed from the box in succession without replacing the first, what is the probability that both fuses are defective? Again, meron tayo sa box, 20 fuses, 5 doon, defective. So, if we'll get at random 2 fuses without replacement, ano ang probability na pareho yung 2 fuses na makukuha natin na pareho na defective. Yan. So, okay. We'll have here event A. So, event A, it is your event that you will select your first fuse. Right. So, your first fuse na masaselect mo is defective. And then, your event B naman is yung second fuse na masaselect at random is defective. We want yung probability that both fuses are defective. So, it's the same here na statement na probability that A and B will happen. The first fuse is defective and the second fuse is defective, or the probability that B intersection with A. And sabi natin, no, from our multiplicative rules, the probability that both A and B will happen is just equal to the probability of A multiplied to the probability of B given A, or probability of B multiplied to the probability of A given B occurs. Ayan. So, either sa dalawang ito yung gamitin natin, that would be okay, no, for our solution as we had derived this formula. So, ito na lang yung gamitin natin, yung una, no? Let's determine the probability of A, and then ano yung probability ng B given your A has occurred, no? Nangyari na siya. So, sige, ano ba ang probability of A? Ayan, so napalayo pala yung given natin. So, lipat na lang natin dito. We have event A. Your first fuse is defective. Then, event B naman, your second fuse ay defective. Ayan. Then, let me erase this. Ayan. So, we'll use this statement. Ito. Kunin natin yan. Ano yung probability ng A? Yan. Yung probability ng A, yung makuha natin na first fuse ay defective. So, probability of A is equal to the number of times outcomes na makuha natin ay defective divided sa total number of fuse. Ayan. So, we'll have here 5, no? 5 kasi ang defective based on the problem, and then the total number of fuse natin, fuse box ay, tama. Fuse box ay 20 fuses. So, we have 5 over 20. Yun yung probability of A. And then, ano naman, yung probability of B, no, to occur after your A occurs. Probability na second fuse na makuha mo is defective, knowing that this event A has already occurred. So, kung nangyari na yung event A, kung saan we have without replacement, mababawasan yung number of fuse natin sa fuse box. Yeah, tama? So, ang mangyayari niyan, malilesen yung total number of fuse and also the total number of defective na fuse natin. So, the probability na second fuse ay defective given your event A has happened is equal to what? Ilan na lang kaya yung pwede nating defective na fuse? So, 5 less 1, we have 4. Apat na lang. No? Divide the total number of fuse box natin given na nakakuha na tayo ng isa. So, 20 minus 1. That would be 19 na lang. Okay. So, 4 over 19, it is your probability of event B given your event A has already occurred. Yan. So, dependent yung event B natin sa A. So, mababago yung total number of fuse natin. Yan. So, the probability of both A and B ay defective is equal to 5 over 20 multiplied to 4 over 19. So, it's equal to what? Yan. So, it's equal to 1 over 19. That will be our answer. 1 over 19. So, next sample problem, we have one bag. It contains 4 white balls and 3 black balls. In the second bag, contains 3 white balls and 5 black balls. When one ball is drawn from the first bag and placed unseen in the second bag. So what is the probability that a ball drawn, no, ball now drawn from the second bag is black? Okay. So, sige, interpret natin. We have two bags. Ayan. Yung first bag, tawagin natin B1, ang laman niya ay ano, 4 na white balls and 3 black balls. Yan, based on the problem na yung one bag or first bag natin, 4 na white, 3 black. So, denote na lang natin yung white balls as W and then yung black balls na ay B. Ayan. Then, ang second bag, B2, okay. May laman na 3 white balls at saka 5 black balls. We have 3 white balls and 5 black balls. So, one is drawn from the first bag. So, sa first bag, kumuha tayo ng isa. And, hindi natin alam kung anong color. So, it's either white or black. Tapos, we have placed it on the second bag. So, kung white yung nilagay mo, so ilalagay mo dun dito. Then, kung black naman, ilalagay mo pa rin sa second bag. What is the probability that yung makukuha nating ball doon sa second bag ay black? Okay. So we can represent this experiment by our tree diagram para nakikita natin yung phasing ng probabilities natin. So, the experiment to be done is yung pag-draw or pag-pick ng balls from the bag. Ayan, draw na lang. So, kapag nag-draw tayo sa first bag, may chance tayo na makakuha ng white, no? Ng white o kaya black. So, ano yung probability na white yung makukuha natin? So, probability na white, it's equal to the number of white balls over the total of balls na meron sa first bag. Ayan. So, magda-draw tayo sa bag 1. Ayan. So, number of white balls ay 4. Total na ng balls sa bag 1 ay 7. So, we have 4 over 7. Yung probability na white ball ang makuha natin. Then, for black naman, say black yung nakuha. Ano yung probability na black ang nakuha? It's equal to the number of black balls divide the total number of balls sa bag 1. So, ang black balls natin ay 3. 3 over 7. Ayan. So, kung white yung nakuha natin, so it will branch out to our next na probabilities. And i-add up natin to doon sa magiging next na bag, no? So, kung white, i-add natin dito yung white. So, mababago yung number of balls natin dyan. Sige. So, again, we'll proceed with our next na outcome, which is yung magpipick tayo ng ball from the second bag. So, we have either white or black na makuha na balls from the second bag. So, ano yung probability na white yung makukuha natin? Yeah, so, again, kung white yung nakuha, madadagdagan yung number of white balls natin. And also yung magiging total number of balls na nasa second bag. Sige. So, if white, your bag 2 will have now 4W and 5 black balls. So, in total, we have 9 balls na dyan. So, the probability na white yung makuha sa second ay number ng white balls divided sa total number of balls sa second bag. That is equal to 4/9. Then, kung black naman yung nakuha, okay? So, ano yung probability na black? So, gawin natin W1, no? Ayan, PW1 para magkakaiba. Kasi ito naman 2. Ayan. So, black yung makuha sa second bag. So, ilan ba yung number of black balls natin? 5. We have 5 divided sa total number of balls na 9. 5/9. And then, yan na yung possible na result natin, no? Or outcomes in our tree diagram. So, ito, kung black ball naman yung nakuha natin sa first bag, again, it will continue or it will branch out to our next na possible outcome. So, tayo na makakuha ng white or black no, sa second bag. So, what would be the probability na white yung makukuha natin? Ayan. So, if black na, no? If black yung nakuha natin. So, kung if black yung nakuha, your bag number 2 will now have ilang white balls? 3 pa rin. Yung black balls, madadagdagan. We have 6 in total, we have 9 balls. Yan. So, ang probability ng white ay number of white over the total number of balls. 3/9. Then, kung black naman, ano yung probability na black na makuha? Probability na black na makuha ay 6/9. Yan. Then, going back to the question, ang gusto natin makuha ang probability is yung sa second bag, ang makuha is black na ball. Ayan. Eh, may dalawa tayong possible na result, no? Puwedeng sa first makakuha ka ng white, sa second bag, black, no? Or kaya naman puwede first bag makuha mo black, and then sa second, bag mo makakuha ka ng black. Pareho 'yun, no, na sa second bag, black yung nakuha natin. So, paano 'yun? Ayan. So, kunin muna natin yung probabilities nito that both these events will happen. Ayan. Yung sa first bag, makakuha ka ng white. Sa second bag, makakuha ng white. And then, first bag white, second bag black. Tama. Then, first bag black, second bag white. First bag black, second bag black. No? So, ano yun? We'll have here the probability na both white yung makukuha sa first and second bag, and it's equal to 4/7 multiply to 4/9, no? Multiply lang natin. And then, probability naman na white and black yung makukuha. So, it's equal to 4/7 multiply to 5/9. And then dito, probability na black pala, makukuha natin, and white sa pangalawa ay 3/7 multiply to 3/9. And then probability na parehong black, yan ay 3/7 multiply to 6/9. So, again, ang gusto natin yung second bag, kulay black yung makukuha. Eh, dito, ang black yung makukuha is ito, the second, oops, ayan, at saka ito, no? So, anong gagawin natin dito sa dalawang result? Yan, may binigyan tayo dalawa eh. Ayan, so these two events ay magkahiwalay na mangyayari, no? Puwedeng makuha mo sa first white, puwedeng sa second black. O kaya naman sa first black, sa pangalawa, black, no? So, these two results, ito at saka ito, ang gagawin natin diyan is we'll get the union of these two events. Ayan. Kasi puwedeng, makuha natin yung probability na ang makuha natin ay black sa second bag is equal to the probability that, we have white sa una, intersection black sa pangalawa, 'no, union with or, 'no, or puwedeng black yung una, then pangalawa ay black. Ayan. So, ano yung probability natin diyan? Yan. So, from our additive rules, since meron na tayo nito, kunin lang natin, lagyan natin ng value. It's equal to, um, the probability na white intersection black plus the probability na black intersection with black. Ayan. And may value tayo niyan. We have 4/7 multiplied to 5/9 plus 3/7 multiplied to 6/9. Ayan. So, lagay natin 4/7 multiplied to 5/9 plus 3/7 multiplied to 6/9. Ayan. And it's equal to what? It's equal to 38/63. And that would be our answer. Kaya yung probability na makuha natin sa second bag ay black. So, 38/63. So, nako-combine natin 'no, lahat nung knowledge natin from the additive rules 'no, hanggang sa multiplicative rules. Again, our answer is 38/63. Next, we have two events, A and B are independent, no? Ano naman ang probability that these both events, A and B, will happen, no? Given na independent sila. Again, if independent yung ating events A and B, ano ibig sabihin nun? Puwedeng yung events natin ay may replacement, no? Kapag, when it comes to the balls or cars or things na kinukuha natin tapos, binabalik din natin kung ano yung kinuha 'no, with replacement. So, independent yung event A and B natin to each other. And then also, independent 'no, yung two events natin if actually they are disjoint na events. Ayan. So, if disjoint yung events natin, we can get the probability that both A and B will happen. It's equal to the probability of A multiplied to the probability of B. Or it's simply, no, to calculate the probability of two events, it's equal to the multiplication of their probabilities. No? Probability of A multiplied to probability of B. Given they are disjoint events, independent. So, let's try to solve this problem. A small town has one fire engine and one ambulance available for emergencies. So, the probability that the fire engine is available when needed is 0.98. And the probability that the ambulance is available is 0.92. In the event of an injury resulting from a burning building, what is the probability that both the ambulance and the fire engine will be available? So, binigyan tayo ng probabilities of each, kung ano yung available, no, for this event, na may injury, an event of an injury resulting from a burning building. So, yung probability na available is yung fire engine. Probability na available ang fire engine, it's equal to 0.98 daw. Yan. And yung probability na ang available naman is yung ambulance, yung nag-iisang ambulance, yan ay 0.92. So, your event na fire engine is available and ambulance available, there are actually two events na independent, no? So, magkaibang bagay to yung fire engine and yung ambulance. Okay. So, yung probability that both the ambulance and the fire engine will be available. Probability na both A and B will be available, or fire engine and ambulance will be available, or your ambulance and fire engine will be available. From our equation, no, it's equal to the probability of F multiplied to the probability of A. So, sige, solve natin. Probability of A and F both is equal to the probability of A multiplied to the probability of, and we have that given, we have 0.92 multiplied to 0.98. And the probability na both your ambulance and fire engine is available for this event na may injury resulting from burning building, it's equal to 0.9016. That will be our answer. So next, we'll have another theorem for the multiplicative rules. If in an event, the events A1, A2, A3, and up to AK can occur, then the probability of both these events will happen is equal to the probability of A1 multiplied to the probability of A2 given A1 multiplied to the probability of A3 given your A1 and A2 happen, and so on. Ayan. And then if the events are independent, your A1, A2, A3, and AK are independent, then the probability of both these events will happen is equal to the probability of A1 multiplied to the probability of A2 multiplied to the probability of A3 up to your probability ng AK. Ayan. So, here, no, yung first natin na equation, we use this if the events are dependent, no, to each other. Dependent yung A1 sa A2, sa A3, and hanggang AK natin. Ito naman, yung next na situation natin or statement natin, we use this for independent na events. Ayan. So, dependent if they have intersection. Kapag independent naman, they are disjoint na events. Ayan. So, let's try to solve this sample. 3 cards are drawn in succession without replacement from an ordinary deck of playing cards. So, find the probability that the event A1 uh, um, and A2 and A3 occurs. While A1, it is the event that the first card is red ace, and A2 is the event that the second card is a 10 or e-jack, and A3 naman is the event that the third card is greater than 3 but less than 7. So, ano daw again yung probability that A1 and A2 and A3 will occur? Sige. Given that without replacement. So, kung without replacement, that is a dependent na events, no? Dependent yung events natin, A1, A2, and A3. Yan. Kasi, halimbawa, kapag kumuha tayo ng card, given yung event A1, so, mababawasan na yung total number of cards natin. So, dependent, without replacement. So, let's try to solve, no, both yung situation na may replacement tsaka without replacement. Unahin muna natin yung without. So, without replacement. Para compare natin kung paano kinukuha both, no? So, without replacement. Muna. And, we have 3 events, A1, A2, and A3. Ano yung A1? A1, it is the event that the first card is a red ace. So, sa cards natin, dalawa lang naman yung color red, yung diamond tsaka heart. So, sa diamond, pwede tayong may ace doon. Sa heart, may ace din tayo doon. Ang laman ng event A natin, A1, ay ace na heart and ace na diamond. Yan. Kasi heart and diamond, red card natin yan. No, red card. So, A heart and then A na diamond. Yan yung laman ng A1. And then A2 naman, sabi, it is the event that the second card is a 10 or a jack. 10 or a jack. So, yung heart, diamond, spade, and clover, lahat yun may 10 at saka jack. So, ano-ano yung laman ng event A natin. So, we have 10 na heart. So, represent na lang natin yung heart na malaking H, no, pa rin. Hindi mahaba. Then we have also 10 na diamond, 10 na spade, tsaka 10 na clover. Pwede din magkaroon ng jack na heart, jack na diamond, jack na spade, and then jack na clover. Ayan. So, ito lahat yung laman ng event A2. And then, ayan o, 10 or jack. Okay, so, kompleto. Then, event 3 naman, A3, itong event A3 natin, yung card na makukuha is greater than 3. Ayan. Greater than 3 but less than 7. So, pwedeng 4, 5, 6. No? So, greater than 3 yun, but less than 7. So, 4, 5, 6. So, pwede tayo makakuha ng 4 na heart, 4 na diamond, 4 na spade, 4 na clover. Pwede rin 5 na heart, 5 na diamond, 5 na spade, 5 na clover, and then 6 na heart, 6 diamond, 6 na spade, and then 6 na clover. Yan. Wala tayong nalimutan, no? Greater than 3, but less than 7. So, 4, 5, and 6 yun. Different cards na heart, diamond, spade, and clover. Yan. So, we want the event na both A1, A2, and A3 will happen given without replacement. Sige. So, we have the probability that both A1 and A2 and A3 will happen. So, actually, these events, A1, A2, and A3, since without replacement, yan, we have dependent na events. We can follow this equation. So, it's equal with the probability of A1 to happen multiply to the probability of A2 given your A1 happened or occurred multiply to the probability of A3 to happen given your both A1 and A2 ay nangyari na, no? Yan yun, yung sa equation natin for the dependent na events. Ayan. So, what is the probability of A1? Bigyan natin ng value. Ano yung probability ng A1? Probability ng A1 is equal to the number of chance outcome sa event na A1 divided sa total number of cards. So, we have an ordinary deck of playing cards. So, if ordinary na card yan, we have total number of cards na 52. So, the probability of A1 is 2 out of 52. Yan. Then, next, no, we'll have yung probability of A2 given A1 ay nangyari na, no? So, ano ba yung laman ng A2 natin? Yung 10 na heart, 10 diamond, 10 na spade, 10 na clover, jack na heart, jack na diamond, jack spade, tsaka jack na clover. Walo lahat ito. So, we want yung probability na makakuha ng either 10 or jack given your event A ay nangyari na. So, kung nangyari na to, nabawasan na yung number of cards natin sa deck. Di ba? Nabawasan na isa. Without replacement eh. So, nabawasan ng isa, yung total number of cards natin ay 51 na lang. Ayan. And our numerator is the number of chance outcomes ng event A2. So, our event A2, ilan lahat ito? 8. No? So, we have 8 over 51. And then, multiply to the probability of A3 to happen given both A1 and A2 ay nangyari na. So, kung nangyari na yung both A1 and A2 na event, we're actually nakakuha na tayo ng dalawang cards. So, kung nakakuha na tayo ng dalawang cards sa ordinary deck without replacement, ilan na lang? Yung total cards na meron tayo. So, that would be 52 minus 2, 50 na lang. So, 50. And then, our numerator would be the number of possible outcomes ng A3, event A3. So, pwede makakuha ng 4, 5, or 6. And ilan to lahat? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 over 50. Then, simplifying yung probability that both these three events will happen is equal to 8 over 5,525. That will be our answer. So, ayan, yung event natin, if without replacement. So, what if with replacement, no? Papalitan natin ito, gagawin natin with replacement. So, try natin. So, that we can compare, no? Kung ano yung magiging result. Ayan. So, kung with replacement, yun pa rin naman yung events natin. Event A1 is makakuha ka ng heart. Event A2 naman is 10 or jack. Event A3, greater than 3 but less than 7 yung makukuha. So, yung probability that both this A1 and A2 and A3 will happen if with replacement, kapag with replacement, it means independent yung ating magiging events, A1, A2, and A3 kasi binabalik lang natin yung ating card na nakukuha. So, event A1 is yung makakuha ka ng first card na red ace. So, ano yung probability na red ace yung makuha mo sa first card? That would be number of chance outcomes event A1 divided sa total number of cards. That would be 2 over 52. Or, may natin lagyan ng variable. It's equal to the probability of A1, lagay mo na natin equation. Multiply to the probability of A2, multiply to the probability of A3. Since they are independent na events, no, with replacement. Actually, magiging clue nyo to sa mga problems. So, kapag nakita nyo without replacement, ibig sabihin, dependent yung events. Kapag with replacement naman, independent ang events natin. So, pwede nyo i-apply kahit alin dito. Yan. Depende sa problem. So, ano yung probability ng A1? Probability of A1 is the number of chance outcomes sa A1 divided sa total number of cards, which is 2 over 52. And then, multiply sa probability of A2. Nangyari, given binalik natin yung card na napili natin nung una, so, hindi magbabago yung number of cards natin. So, ano yung probability ng A2? It's equal to 8 over 52. Then, probability for A3 na mangyari, given binalik natin yung nakuha natin sa second card, so, hindi magbabago yung total number of cards. So, we'll have here 12 over 52. Yan. And then simplifying, we have 2 over 52 multiplied to 8 over 52 multiplied to 12 over 52. It's equal to 3 over 2197. Yeah, so that's the difference, no? Between with replacement tsaka without replacement.